In the middle, 6'11".
And certainly on paper, it did.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
And the starting group for the Celtics. The star wing pair. It's Brown and Tatum outside. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one. Here's Wembanyama. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Tatum. Over James. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
Now here's Curry. James outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
James against Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Wembanyama with it. Clock at 6. Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Green with a block.
Draymond Green twice on the pipe, sends it right back to the shooter.
Tatum against Curry. James outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum, a screen on James. Wing shot on the way. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And it's Green missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now, here is James. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's Brown on the wing. Check by James. Brown can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Brown draws the double. There's Tatum with the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 5. To the paint. And there's Curry on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Curry's got the second bucket on the night.
And Stephen Curry, a three-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler to win the cold spell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily committed the points.
Boston shooting their first free throws here for the night.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Now, here is James. Pass to Curry from deep three-point land. No good on the shot. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 5. And here's Brown. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
That's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Curry passes to James. Green with a screen on Tatum. James with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Brown. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Wembanyama. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to James. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Boston ball.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Seven seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The star wing pair, it's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Outside Curry, over Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum pulls it in. Boston trailing. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
James passes to Green. Now here's Curry. Screen by James. Nice D from Tatum. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Brown inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
James against Tatum. And here's Curry for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Say in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Here's Tatum. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat.
Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's SGA. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Drains the triple.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Tatum looking it over. The 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. James against Tatum. Here's Green. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And he sinks the second.
Well, there's so much you can come to depend on with Draymond Green. Certainly skill in terms of his passing and rebounding and defense, but how about the emotion and leadership as well, guys?
James against Tatum. Outside, Brown. Wembanyama, screen on Curry. Brown with it, now guarded by Butler. Brown can't hit. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Curry. Takes the 3. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. From deep. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be back in a moment. Just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Green. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Here's Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And that one misses.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Good on the second one. Now Butler. No points yet. Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. To the middle. Outside for Butler. Green with a screen on Brown. A little mid-range shot is up. Ooh, a little left that time as it drops. Butler's got his first points of the game.
Boy, the footwork of Jimmy Butler, impressive. So good at finding room to get his shot off.
Outside Tatum. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum against James. Tatum, shot is good.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
Curry passes to James. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
The Warriors lead by 3. Green up top. Pass to Curry. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. James against Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, this is what we call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Tatum. For the lead. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on LeBron James.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
And it's tied up with that one. Free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. High post Green. Here's Curry. Goes back up. Boston pulls it in. Outside, Brown. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. Green with the defensive effort. Golden State has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And there's the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Brown for three. James with the rebound. The Warriors have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Green finds Curry. They still need this. Good. He hits the jumper. Curry's got 12.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
Pass to Brown. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Give him 8. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
James against Tatum. And here's Curry for three. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Brown. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shea hitting the three.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
Wembanyama against Antetokounmpo. Green with a screen on Wembanyama. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Warriors ahead, leading by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. So the Celtics 5 right now. The star wing pair, it's Brown and Tatum outside. Wembanyama out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Brown against James. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Curry surveys. Pass to James. Curry, a screen on Tatum. That screen. There's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Boy, not on the same page there. In a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Boston trailing. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. It's going to go on Draymond Green. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
Find the lane.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very
One shot.
effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And that one falls for Tatum. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Tatum against James. Curry, a screen on Tatum. James passes to Curry. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at 1 more. It's going to go on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defensive foul. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. First team At the line for the Dubs, Stephen Curry. Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Curry. Boston with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Tatum inside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
He's very long, and SGA is so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Timeout, timeout. Kerr calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Back to James. Uncovered. The rebound, Celtics.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Tatum. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Throws it up high. And Antetokounmpo with the stop.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch. Great flush. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1. Outside Tatum from deep. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. James with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Green against Wembanyama. Curry finds some space. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. 1:56 left in the final quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Warriors with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Oh, LeBron drops the rim.
LeBron wants to take these shots when the pressure is at its highest. He does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it down low. And the Celtics lead by 1.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that ties this game up.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line and a very tight game.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Brown. No good. Green with the defensive effort. Golden State has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's covered by Curry. Tatum from long range to get it back. Takes a 3. And knocks down the 3.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
42 seconds left to play in the fourth. Antetokounmpo for three, and that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Here's Tatum. It falls!
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Important possession here.
We'll see how they execute under pressure.
Start it. Seconds left in the game. Curry. Count it!
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible. With quiet confidence, the ruthless execution. You need a big-time bucket. Shea is on time.
Antetokounmpo outside. They could win it. Oh, he got it! He got it!
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Cleveland, Ohio, is the scene for the Nets. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. And what a match.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Melton in at the 3, the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson, a wide open look. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
LeBron passes to Giannis. Driving the lane, and onto Tacoma. Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to talk to Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Great positioning on the putback.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Giannis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Mobley. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now here's Johnson after LeBron James's miss. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Claxton sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Allen. Down low. Mitchell outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, a screen. Over Mobley. The putback. Claxton on the follow.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Giannis. Gets a very good look and converts.
And Giannis is hitting that mini best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Wembanyama outside. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
Now here's LeBron. Good defense by Claxton. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Now here's LeBron, still without a basket. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Giannis. Good on the bucket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. Wembanyama, a screen on Mitchell. Wembanyama against Mobley. Wembanyama with it. Shoots over Mobley, and good. And the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
So for Brooklyn now, D'Anthony Melton out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Claxton in at the 5, down low. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Brooklyn trailing. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Johnson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice open look, but it's no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
No good on the free throw.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And he sinks the second. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it to tie the game up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Well, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
The shot's good.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And now, please welcome to the court, the Powerhouse Dance Team.
Allen outside. Back to Mitchell. Here's the three. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got his second bucket.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
And Wembanyama outside. Shoots over Mobley. And shot by Wembanyama, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. James left side. That shot misses. Good defense by Wembanyama. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Melton. Claxton sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points for the quarter.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And here is Johnson after LeBron James hitting the three. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Giannis outside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Melton against Antetokounmpo. Melton passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Johnson and the rejection by LeBron.
And Braun with the blocks. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Melton against Antetokounmpo. Just 3 on the clock. Inside. Antetokounmpo.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump. They left his feet way too soon.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cleveland ahead. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The lead is 2. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's LeBron at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Nets shooting 47%, pretty solid. to Johnson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Now here's LeBron outside Antetokounmpo. Here's Allen. Mobley right side. Good on the shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep it in.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot out.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Basket good.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Here's LeBron. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to LeBron. Lets it go from the wing. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Nets with the lead. Wembanyama looking it over. Now here's Melton. Wembanyama passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Over James. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Mitchell lays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got 8.
He loves to show he's in control out there. And with that move, you can see how much control Mitchell has.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Claxton. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Johnson against LeBron. Mobley outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. Allen kicks to James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
First one falls for him. RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's one-on-one.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to score.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to LeBron. Over Claxton. Here's Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hard to stop a guy with Allen's physical gifts inside. He forces the defense to get sloppy and foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That free throw, no good.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low. He rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
And the second free throw, good. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Pass to Johnson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wing jumper offline.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Mitchell passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Mitchell. James in the post. Johnson's there. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 3-pointer. Gets in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now, here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. And another miss by Cleveland.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Antetokounmpo, no good. The tray. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in front. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Nets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll return shortly.
It's the fourth.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. A 2-point game. So for Brooklyn now, Nicholas Claxton out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Johnson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in a shooting guard. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Giannis. Here's Mitchell. That's tipped. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Mitchell against Melton. Pass to Claxton. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
The Cavaliers shooting 43% for the game. Giannis against Wembanyama. James in the post. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Claxton a screen on Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Giannis drives in. Mitchell, terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Play the ball.
Cavaliers leading. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Here's LeBron. Bank shot, no good. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Johnson. Good D by James.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Nobody near Milton. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's Giannis missing. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Claxton sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Claxton. 6 to shoot. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers trailing. Mitchell with it. Down by Claxton. Wembanyama against Antetokounmpo.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Gets the first, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Beyond the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. For Antetokounmpo. Good!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And now we've got some some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, G.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
On the fourth down, it's your Hut Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a t-shirt? You know what to do. Make some noise. Stand up and make some noise.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Shoot two.
Down the clutch free throw. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
It's time for some t-shirts.
Fires away from way outside. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here is Antetokounmpo. We've got DeAnthony Melton. Cameron Johnson is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Claxton in at the center position.
Powerful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by LeBron James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's James. They'll bring it up for Cleveland. The lead is 2. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great action here if you're just joining us about 1 minute into OT. Against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jenkins. And they double up James. And the officials call it for a 3-second violation. Nets trail by 4. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To Melton. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Giannis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Over Giannis. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Mitchell outside. From downtown, Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Melton passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama is straight on Giannis. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wembanyama. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And this kid is Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
In a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Mitchell with it. Loads it up for Giannis. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just got a shot. How tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And able to get himself to the line. And SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covered.
Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So neither attempt will fall that time frame. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a one-point game. Wembanyama passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. Back to Wembanyama. Knocks down the 3.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Cavaliers call time here. 11 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that home?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
For 3, Mitchell. Rebound, Brooklyn. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Cameron Johnson, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.